There are conversations that shape how we live. Conversations that help us navigate challenges of life. Conversations that bring out the best in us. This is where we gather to help each other find the way and unleash our potential. Welcome to the Benjamin Zulu Globe.
Psychologist, relationship coach, the one, the only Benjamin Zulu himself. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to yet another episode of the Benjamin Zulu Global. My good name is Janique, and it's always a pleasure to have you tuned in. Please make sure that you drop us a comment, tell us where you tuned in from, and you have any question, you have any comment, please feel free to comment down below. And today we want to have a very interesting conversation. This one, please call your neighbors, call everyone, tell them to come, because we need to get their feedback on this, and of course their input as well, because we are in a society where we have really empowered the girl child, and somehow it's like we've forgotten about the boy child. So just trying to find out, how is it that a high quality man can be able to coexist peacefully, keyword, peacefully, with an empowered woman? Have we failed as the society, just empowering the girl child so much that we almost forgot the boy child ever existed?
Well, yes and no. I think that word empowered is quite confusing. So we don't associate the position of wife or woman inside the relationship with power.
Right.
So when they say given power, empowered, it feels like it's not relational. Power doesn't sound relational.
Right.
Because we're not coming together to shadow, to box, to push and pull. We're coming to merge. So our terminologies are sometimes confusing. So let's a little bit change from what we mean by empowered, but just mean developed. But just mean a woman who is actualized.
Right.
By just mean a woman who is evolved. A woman who was equipped, who has education or competency, or a woman who has things larger life than just wife.
Right.
Yes. A woman who can host a show. And this is beyond marriage and beyond her personal life.
Yes.
She has another passion. She has a business, a woman who has a life. So we're talking about when society was so scared, when women left, when they stopped just staying in the house to also self-actualize. The Deborah in the Bible who went to war and saved the whole nation. When they preach, they make you think, the women in the Bible are stay home.
Yes.
Sometimes read the Bible for yourself, because some segments will never be preached. There are segments that people avoid.
Yes, yes.
In truth, you see a lot of merchandise, Priscilla and Aquila. You see couples who are in the trade with Paul, and actually the women who also accompanied our Lord and underwrote his ministry to finance it were women.
Right, right.
Where are they getting money from? Women have always been in trade. We just minimize that part because it's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But I want to surprise you that while the loud voice in society is saying the better woman is one who is not having money, one who is depending on the man totally, while the bigger voice is one that's saying it's better when she has no dreams, it's better when she just wants to just be there and say, yes, my Lord, yes, my Lord, while society is saying that weakness is submission, when they're saying for her to be controllable, she must be powerless, she must have no options. The real men who have a journey to go only want women who also have a journey, who are capable of building with him.
Right, right.
In fact, this is not new. I'm not introducing. If you talk to any man who is intentional on building, they will tell you they will drop that woman who does not have the inclination to accumulate, to build. Because women never sit in the middle. Either she's a builder or she's an eater.
Right, right. And actually the scripture says that the woman is the one who builds
her home. And Proverbs that one, the one you say virtuous woman, she was a businesswoman.
Right.
She had workers, she had sheep, she could consider land about it, woke up early. Because of her, the husband was respected. But you've been putting it the other way. Yeah. She's driving a good car. Is the husband a lawyer? She's dressing well. What does the husband do? So people say because she's this, the guy people salute. We saw your wife trading the market there. It's not in God's mind. It's not incompatible to be having merchant ships that's importing things. buying land, considers land, buys it. That Proverbs 31 woman is in the field, is working, and she's also having a husband who is then respected because he has a woman who is balanced. This is what I must warn you. Women, sometimes they look for money to fight men. So there has been that concept of she's trying to pass a statement.
Right.
So they use it to antagonize.
Yeah.
Money and the guns are neutral. Let me tell you the truth. Guns, pistol, firearms, and money are neutral. They just depend on how you use them.
Yes. In whose hands?
When it is against you, it's lethal. When it's on your side, it saves your life.
Yeah, it's protective. True.
So let's not say it's the money that's wrong. It's how women use it.
Right. Very true. And you see, it's interesting what you've said, that it's more of empowering. The power is already there.
Yes.
But it's more of you're adding so that it's out there and people can be able to see.
I tell you the truth, that is the point, and men will tell you, I want a resourceful woman.
One they can have an intellectual conversation with.
And one who can pull support when I'm down.
Right. Because times do
we
happen.
were doing pre-wedding and I was broke. The money was gone. I didn't know what was up. I was praying for miracles. Sometimes you're acting strong.
Yes.
As
the man.
For miracles.
Yes.
Yes. And this girl had been accumulating her merry-go-rounds.
The chamas.
Imagine that. And imagine in that context when somebody shows up with a figure like 20, 30,000 saying, we are from this, just her friends, 3 of them showing that. And I'm saying, how long did it take you? Gathering 1,000 at a time to do until you can bring an amount that can move us forward. That's the resourcefulness we're talking about.
Right.
A woman is visionary, seeing ahead. One day I need to get my one day I might need this.
Right.
And she begins to circulate her things. That's the resourcefulness we're talking about.
Right.
And I tell you the truth, it's only a man who is secure and who has reached the conclusion of, I am enough, I'm secure, I'm happy with my life. I don't need a woman to be weak to make me feel okay. Only a man who has reached that place of happiness in his own life will encourage a woman to also be strong.
Right.
When a man is not sure whether he is enough, that's when he's keeping the woman subdued.
Yes.
But when he's masculine enough, he can allow you to be feminine enough.
Yeah.
Can allow you to be larger, to expand, to be present, to engage. So the first way these men who are men on a mission, sojourners of life, men with a vision, with larger goals to achieve, and he needs more than his own 2 hands. How then they get along with these women? Number one is they become playmates. They remove the power, the master-servant dynamic. They remove the tilted power differential of keep quiet, listen to me, don't answer, do this, I order you, I command you. They remove that. Because she's not fighting his position.
Right.
Neither is he fighting her position.
Right. They're on the same team.
Yes.
Yeah.
He is leader and you're not arguing. She's one deputy, she's not arguing. In fact, she's happy to be. She never wanted to face the world so harshly. This harsh world, having to think through everything. I hope 50-50 relationships make the woman very masculine, because she has to take 50% of leadership, 50% of providing, 50% of worrying, 50% of anxiety, 50%. So she's made so masculine, at some point she doesn't see the point of the marriage.
Yeah. I'm able to do everything. So.
Yes. and we have many traditional marriages where the woman was carrying so much, even more than 50. And with time they become just tough.
Yeah.
They have to. They just become tough and they have no option. So you don't learn femininity and softness from that kind of a mother. You don't learn it. So when you come out here, you settle for people who are saying, come midway. And so you begin to ask, what's the point of marriage? I still feel empty.
Yeah.
I still must rise to worry about the bacon. I still must hunt and bring. So the first thing these men do is they become, when I say playmates, I need people so free that they bring laughter to each other. They can tease and joke and there's no insecurity around that.
Right.
And they can remain children. Remember we said, stop looking for people who take you away from your child nature into seriousness, toughness. No, you're looking for a serious person with whom to remain child with. You want a person who brings out the playful you.
Yeah.
So this man simply, they become the playmates, the playful them. They bring out the silly you.
Yeah, it's almost like your natural self.
The crazy you. That side
Yeah.
that you don't need to act. In fact, you love each other's quirks. You love each other's, that side of just stupidity.
Yeah.
Playing little things. That aspect keeps their chemistry alive.
Very true, very true. And it's interesting because at times the men fear the empowered women because they feel like there's going to be a reverse in the roles where now the lady becomes the leader, you know, by default. I didn't go saying that I'm the leader, but now I'm doing leader things, you know, I'm doing the things that you ought to be doing as the leader.
Men have bosses at work who are women, and those women lord it over them. Or they try to really remind you
Yes.
they're the boss.
It's hard.
Men have seen women in the work world
Right.
who are very domineering and imposing. So when he imagines that being wife, but I want to remind men that not all women abuse power, and many of them are just playing their role, and when they go home they know how to switch.
Right.
What you need is an awakened woman who has accepted her position inside the relationship as the younger girl. She doesn't take the boss lady home. She takes the lover girl home.
Yes, yes.
And to tell you the truth, even the strongest woman wants to be to be spoiled, to be did the baby girl treatment.
Yes, yes, yes.
That is the resting place for a female. That's the place of rest.
Yeah.
And when she does not have that, she becomes twisted, very angry, very bitter. She has to go to alcohol or casual sex or into fight with men or just addiction with money or addiction with work. When a woman doesn't have that place of rest, something in her will show. These men, they come to a place of making her his friend and showing his playful, easy side. There's nothing as wonderful as when you are laughing, the two of you, because of some joke, the one adds another twist, it becomes funnier. Your stomachs are aching for laughing,
Yes.
and you remember. And you know these people are friends because even in a room when one laughs, they always glance at the other one. They share those laughter moments.
Yeah.
And they have a lot of in-jokes. There's respect. We're not saying it's familiarity or condescension, no. Just imagine a best friend who's also your lover.
Yeah.
Just picture that.
Yeah.
You know, the ideal for your soulmate is that they become your best friend over time. By the time you're coming together, you had another life. But the more you journey together, the more everybody else, other people in your life, positions change. This person drifts away, the other one goes away, this one comes, but this one is constant. Parents are growing old and falling out of the picture.
Yeah.
Your family is expanding, you're getting closer, you are advancing on a course. So with time, even when you are starting, when you're starting, you may not have become best friends, you may not have known each other for long. But your friends have came into you, and then your lovers, and now your partners, and now you're together, and now your soulmate, now your twin flame, you get me, I get you, and it takes constant gravitating together, overcoming every obstacle of offense. Offenses happen here and there. We hurt each other, we misunderstand, we feel like you hurt me there, you are too hard on me, or you did not understand. But your background is, I want to get over that. I would rather we just happy. I forgive that, I release that. Where the Bible says that is the glory. You rejoice to overlook an offense. When you love, you enjoy, you find it pleasurable to drop a grudge.
Yeah. Yeah.
You resolve an issue and you want to forget, you don't want to keep bringing it up. The emotional immaturity of bringing up offenses and keeping them, that's not your interest. Your interest is when we can move forward.
Yeah.
So these men simply don't focus on how much money she's earning, where the position at her work. He just wants my friend.
Yeah. Now let me throw in a spanner in the works.
Yes.
And then this is where extended family is concerned.
Yes.
Because you see, a lady can have a very strong character. You know, she could be very, forward with her speech and very outspoken, you
Yes.
know. And then now the family can take this to be, this lady is she's not the leader of the house. So why are you allowing her to treat you like this and influence the man to almost like repossess his position, which he still has. No one has taken it away from him. So how do we deal with that?
this kind of men we are describing don't listen to the opinion of their family too much. In fact, he is a shield on the side of his family to protect his wife. He knows he is lucky.
Yeah.
He is in good luck. He knows this is destiny.
Yeah.
He knows this woman is resource, his friend, is the strength behind my, is the wind behind my wings. The man knows that this is his woman. So this type of men we are describing are not the ones to be sat down by their mother and then something is put into their ears, or their sister to pour poison in his ears, and then he's coming here fuming. These are not the type of men. I have a cousin who I like because he went to study abroad. He's in the metal world, fabricating world, and he became very interested. And the Mzungu boss, the white guys, noticed his interest and shipped him off to training. Canada, places. And it's not because he has degrees. He did not even go that far as having degrees. He was just passionate. And you know, passionate people are very attractive. When you see a person who is very zealous and you're looking for performance, you really want to put them forward.
Right.
When he finished education and he decided to marry, who do you think he married? He married a PhD woman, a university lecturer, head of department. And you see them doing life when this one is fully in academia, the other one is fully in the corporate world. And their conversations are so deep because he's so self-actualized, she's so self-actualized. Now, does this man have any example in his background? I can tell you because I know the family, none. In fact, those who want to marry strong women now, we refer to him. And we get his example. That man is so happy, he's so supported. Even when he's far away, you see houses coming up, you see properties coming up, investments are coming up. Because he has a capable woman on the ground. This guy is lucky, I tell you the truth. I know this guy is happy and lucky because you see good cars, new things, decent home. You see children dressed so well. You see it. And this guy, he's just over the moon. Every time you see him, he's just at peace. Now, what are all these? I can get the muted woman, the weak one who can't do anything, suppress her, keep her down, don't allow her to lift her head, keep her. No. This guy, I think, also living among the liberated world, showed him another possibility. And intentionally, he went hunting for the highest achieved. You know? Now, you can say lecturers, those women you see PhDs, professors, they are married. This guy will be like, hey, I know. That's for you. You know? So these men are not easily influenced, and they will not be told by the cousins and whoever that you got it. They don't even allow the conversation.
As high quality men.
As far as I know that guy, you meet him, you talk about your relationship as cousins. He will not invite you close to comment about his family. In fact, you can meet them, both of them, and just a happy greeting, cautious. He will go see his family, go back to his people. He does his work, keeping that discussion away. And I saw it is possible. The second thing these men do is that and this is actually one of the big reasons they wanted such a woman in such capacity. They make big goals seem easy. This is an advantage of marrying a woman in a larger capacity. It's like a person who buys a Nissan 1200. There's a small pickup Nissan used to make called the 1200. It was a tiny pickup truck, very small. Small consumption. It was called 1200 because that's the size of the engine. So this guy knows he wants an 18-wheeler, not a 1200. And this woman, what 18-wheeler can haul, can carry, is an impossible luggage and tonnage. And he wanted to carry big goals, to build skyscrapers, to have vast empire, vast lands, big monies, big life, large life. That kind of life, where monies are moving in millions, will not be done by a person who freezes when 100,000 is in the account. You know, money is very confusing. Someone gets 100K and they can't settle.
They can't sleep.
They can't even come to work. They can't even focus because they're flight of ideas. They want a shoe, they want this, and they're all over the moon because of 100K. For me, that was, my mentor taught me that, you know, a woman has capacity because she can sit with money and you won't know. You won't tell there's money anywhere. She can forget it until the purpose for that money arrives.
Right.
So it's to say, what these other men, what they do is to tap now into her strength and engage her by giving her that large scale duty that makes her feel rather than a threat, a resource now, an asset now.
Yeah.
Because you let her manage very big things. You let her think it through. You let her research it through. You let her move things. You let her oversee things. This husband of the Proverbs, that one woman, let her order things on online or whatever, international, and order the stuff. There's a place you can help, but you don't interfere everything she's doing. Let her be. That virtuous, capable woman, let her run the large scale business. Clap for her, cheer her on, and also wonder how relevant am I if she has all the money. Now, if I buy a flower, does it make a difference? Let me tell you that this woman, even when she has $1 million, the woman's side of her is not attended to by money. That is still your monopoly.
That's true.
You completely have monopoly over her affections. This woman is principled. She's not entertaining affection from other men. Work is just work.
Yeah.
Job is just job. If you get the right woman, she keeps the side of love for the two of you. She will go out there, work, become anything, fly high there, do her things. But when she comes home, she just put all that off. When you're on phone, she's not that big person. It's the emotional side is yours alone.
Yeah.
It's yours alone. Actually, if you learn how to just occupy that space, you see how dependent they become for you to talk together, encourage each other, just enjoy each other, catch up, tease, play. And the world will know this larger than life woman. You will know this playful girl.
Yeah.
But when it comes to her strength, you let her manifest. You let her show the world. And you are bind there. One guy passed on recently, a bishop, and Alan Kiuna. One thing I liked, I didn't know much about what he does, but I knew about their marriage, and I knew this guy has something many men don't have. He was so secure as to let the wife fly. Some point he was saying the wife had 500,000 followers on Instagram while he had only 100,000. And she's all over TVs. He doesn't go to TVs. She has this network of women, daughters of Zion, things like that.
Yeah.
And he's saying, do you think I'm bothered? She's the work of my hands. She carries our name out there in the gates. I'm honored because she carries our name.
Yeah.
I said, that's it now. Get a woman who is capable and let her do it.
Yeah.
She'll carry your name. She'll keep saying, and you could see even when she was eulogizing him, she kept saying, my best friend. You know, this is not just Baba Watoto. You know, after we keep referencing parenting titles. Parenting. It's like there's no friendship.
Yes.
These people are not just saying Baba so and so. They're saying, no, my best friend.
Yeah.
And you can see it's possible for a man to let the woman who has a lot of potential and talent to fly, and she'll fly with you. She'll carry the name with you.
Yeah.
And the more you back up when she needs to, you know, to punch big punches or aim at big things or cover milestones for us, now, as a family, we can leap, because my wife is that much capable. She can earn that much. And within a short time, we have built more than I could ever build. If I didn't have a woman of this capacity.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the second way men live with these women is you tap into her strength, let her manifest in full potential, and let her see that she's contributing to an eternal cause. We are building a family, building a legacy. We are serving a society. You know, when you are living to better the souls of men and please your maker. That's the highest goal. And if that's your marriage, you want to make each other happy, serve your community, fulfill the destiny of your marriage, and she feels like she's a part and parcel of that, that alone brings a lot of joy.
Yeah.
A lot of joy. So, for the woman to go to work, the man does not have to stay at home and play the wife. I don't know who lied to us that. It appears like, if you let her go out, you'll have to play the wife. No.
Yes.
Women are so capable that they know how to balance.
Yeah.
Let her balance and she'll balance her life. There's a time to babysit and she'll slow down to babysit. If you marry a woman who wanted marriage and you have agreed to get children, you see her sacrificing to just be there with the kids and tend to the child. And the child evolves, she's also taking off now to expand her wings.
Right.
And you see her doing 3 jobs at the same on one day. Wife in the morning and mother at work, daytime is work, evening back to home, makeup, making meals for people, gathering, getting the house home well. So a woman can do all those things if you let her be and you are not threatened at all.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So meaning capitalizing on her strength.
Yes.
And I love what you're insisting, that it's a we thing. You know, we are the ones progressing. It's
Exactly.
not just you as an individual.
She's not leaving me behind. We are going together.
Exactly. Because that's the notion we have. When the woman is progressing, you know, it's her
She
progressing.
may get more money than you.
Yes. It shouldn't be a threat.
It's not more than. It's only we.
It shouldn't be a threat.
We're just better than.
Yeah.
We're just forward.
Yeah.
We are just stronger and richer. When money comes, it is coming to our coffers.
Right.
Even if the account reads you, the check reads you, reads your name, it's coming to our coffers.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, very true. Now, I was interacting with this book, Healing Your Inner Self. It's a wonderful, wonderful read. Please grab yourself a copy of this book from www.benjaminzuluglobal.com. And it's this is chapter 5. I won't be a spoiler and read everything, but I'll just capture something that was very interesting right here. Having a super independent woman tag. All right. So super independent tag means over independent. Too much so, extremely imbalanced, out of shape. It means you live your life on the run from vulnerability because that's unsafe and dangerous for you. You live in fear, unhealed. You're still reacting to what you experienced growing up.
Exactly.
And this is interesting because it's one thing to be an independent woman, but you can actually be very super independent.
Yes.
That now it causes you to be extremely imbalanced and out of shape.
Do you know, I was intrigued that throughout history, the biggest problem for women has been to be bound. When war happened in ancient times and they captured, they found men, they would kill them. It says in King James, I will kill everything that pisseth against the wall. Men. I'll kill every male thing. And when David is trying to attack his enemies, like Nabal, he says, I will not leave any male to him. Males were killed, but with the women they captured. So women, their biggest problem, while men are killed, women are captured. And when our Lord was healing a woman who had a bent back, he said, woman, you are loosed. Today, women may not be captured at war, but they're captured in fear. They're captured in defensiveness, high walls, detachment, inability to trust, inability to open. And they're bound in it, and they mistake it for their personality. And they bury themselves in slavery of work, slavery of overgiving, slavery of overpleasing. So many women who think they are unlucky in relationship, they're just bound. Bound in something that happened and they have never been loosed from it.
Yeah.
So the super independent is it's a bondage. It's something to never need anybody, never be vulnerable, to fear, to avoid ever, no. It's hyper reactiveness to vulnerability, thinking I'll be safe when I don't need anybody. So they accumulate, or they become. So sometimes they are needy, but they don't want to open up. So they say, let me just get a child. I can't depend on a man. So they try to pick and choose. This is to say, a lot of times, women, what they need is to just acknowledge, was I captured somewhere in my true nature, arrested? If that is the case, the solution is not to hide, it is to heal.
Yeah. The
solution is to admit that that's not me. This is an alter ego. This is a changed me. This is an imposter syndrome. I'm trying to be something I'm not, and it's even so tiresome. Women can tell when they're tired of acting. Because they go home to collapse and they close the door. Now, they can breathe. Okay, I can be myself for a moment. They know very well that this is not who they are.
Yeah.
The thing here is to say, if you feel you're hyper independent, boss lady, I need nobody, only me, and all that, you're confessing bondage. The day you will heal, you'll be at rest and at peace.
Yeah.
And you'll be able to see people and show yourself who you are. You don't need to expose yourself to harm. And not everybody is dangerous. You can pick and choose who to give access, but you don't walk with shields, 10 shields. You don't behave like it's so dangerous in the world. You can be at rest and at peace.
Yeah.
Yes.
So in closing, we agree that a high quality man can coexist peacefully with an empowered woman, but both of them need to ensure that they maintain their roles And if it's the woman, if it's submitting, you know when to become the wife, when to be the boss at work, you know.
And the Bible told you to submit to your husband, not to submit to men.
Yes, yes.
Submission is within the context of a marriage and relationship. It's not out there.
Yeah.
So there are some times you have to speak up against men who are trying to cross your boundaries. There are times you have to lead a team of men and show them what to do.
Right.
You don't have to be disrespectful or condescending, but you really sometimes have to show leadership. So out there, you may have men you have to lead, but at home there's a man who leads. There's a man who cherishes you, nourishes you, who cares for the family, whose duty it is to worry. When you can go home, you can rest. Let him worry about the security of the family. Let him worry about those bothersome things. Although at work, you are able to order those things done. At home, you don't take over control. There's somebody you have let control. That duality is what gives you a perfectly complete life. Yes.
Wow, amazing. So meaning we need to really understand our roles and stick to them. So I hope this one has been very, very helpful to you. Please tell a friend to join in next time, even as we learn together. My good name is Janik. See you next time.
There are conversations that shape how we live. Conversations that help us navigate challenges of life. Conversations that bring out the best in us. This is where we gather to help each other find the way and unleash our potential. Welcome to the Benjamin Zulu.